Good evening. Welcome to Coffeehouse. Yes. I'm John Estrom. I am the staff liaison to the Board of Fellowship, and I really want to welcome you guys to Wayzata Community Church. It's a great night to be here. Did anyone get a piece of that pie? So I was talking to Michael Shynes, and how many of you have heard that this church was built on Piety Hill? And Michael realized that that's why, because we have really good pie. So anyways, we want to welcome you here to Wayzata Community Church. If there's any people that are new to our church, we welcome you with open arms, and we're glad you're here. If you want to know more about the church, ask any of us with name tags on. The Board of Fellowship is here to talk about the church, so we're happy to talk about the church. I want to say a special thank you. I don't know if you guys know this, but we have a legend at the soundboard back there. Sam Hudson is doing sound for us tonight. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Sam. And we have Alec. We have people like Ben and Max, the ticket takers. We have people that have been here all day. We actually started baking the pies like about 2 o'clock today. And I'm not kidding. And the cookies. So there's good food here. Next week, right here, we're going to have the Shabby Road Orchestra. It's going to be a really good show. Who has heard of the Shabby Road Orchestra? All right. Take it from me. It's going to be a night to remember. Then the last concert of our series is going to be Allison Scott. She was one of our very, very first artists that performed for Coffeehouse. So it's going to be great to welcome her back. So tonight we have Michael Shynes and Charlie Roth. Charlie is known as a man of 1,000 songs. I think that it's closer to 10,000 songs. I really do. The guy is a legend. Now, and Michael Shynes, I just noticed that his video, I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight, has 250 million views. So that's pretty amazing. So let's give a Coffeehouse warm welcome to Michael Shynes and Charlie Roth.
I'm going to say hello. Thanks for coming out, you guys. I'm going to start it out as we planned just now. And this is a winter song. It's about my wife, Bev, who takes care of horses. This on the way back from Texas. I started it in south of San Antonio, a place called New Braunfels. And there was a blizzard moving, and it was February, or just like right now, it's 30 degrees out in Texas. And we played Green Hall, which is no heater in there. All the queen's horses dance wild in the snow. Best plug in the tractor, prepare for the big blow. High winds in 10 inches, says a DJ in town. There's no sense to shovel till it all settles down. Smell the soup from the kitchen, like love in the air. She's in her slippers, she ain't going nowhere. white light from a lamp, blue glow from the screen. She's got a cat in her lap and two more by her feet. And I wish I was there, back in my chair. Wish I could find that place in my mind, I'd be already there. I wish I could see her looking at me in that terry cloth robe and those silky bedclothes that she wears. I'm in my chair. No, I was down in Austin, Texas, and they had an ice storm. I was playing a little bar called the Little Longhorn Saloon, where they get a live chicken out. There's numbers on the floor, and if the chicken poops on your number, you win. They call it chicken shit bingo. I was so excited to see this, I can't imagine. But they didn't get the chicken out that night because nobody drives in ice in Austin, Texas. But we had a good time playing for that one table from Colorado. They were Rocky Mountain High. When it sleets here in Austin, everything shuts down. Those flyways are frosted and there's no one around. My tip jar was empty, my guitar string broke. It was dead at the Longhorn and slow at the spoke. Well, now down here in Texas, I've had a pretty good run. But after 2 weeks of couch surfing, it ain't too much fun. Now it's 2 days headed north, windshield time when my wheels cross that Minnesota state line. I will be there, back in my chair. I wish I could find that place in my mind, I'd be already there. I wish I could see her looking at me in that terry cloth robe and those silky bedclothes that she wears when I'm in my chair. It was pleather. We finally threw it in the burn pile. Had to go get another pleather chair. Thank you. So Sam, could you bring my guitar down a little bit in the monitor?
So I wrote this song about adopting my daughter Addison when she was a year old, and she's 13 now, so she's a teenager. She's supposed to turn on us any day now. But fortunately, she's still just a beautiful, beautiful soul. And I wrote this song. So if any of you are adopted or have adopted, I hope it speaks to you. It's called "When You're Older." It goes like this. Yeah, walk. You come walk with me. Come feel the breeze. Come walk with me. Oh, and dance. Come dance with me. Shuffle your feet. Come dance with me. And I will tell you when you're older how I love you just the same. It only matters where we're going. It never mattered from where you came. Yeah, when life, it gets you down, steals your crown, it breaks your will. Yeah, well, I will pick you up and brush off the dust. I will hold you still, and I will tell you when you're old how I love you just the same. It only matters where we're going. It never matters where you came and go to sleep, my darling. Oh, the night is getting darker. We can dream about tomorrow. Now I'll tell you, when you're older, how I love you just the same. It only matters where we're going now. It never mattered from where you came. I will tell you when you're older how I love you just the same. It only matters where we're going. It never mattered from where you came. It never mattered from where you came. It never mattered from where you came. Cheers, thank you. That's DGS on the violin, everybody.
So I'm going to play a song I wrote that Michael helped me do this. He's been a really good friend of mine. And the reason that John Estrom knows me is because he came to see me play with Michael at one time. And that was, I played here 3 times now. This is the 3rd time I've been back. So thanks, John.
I charge him a very reasonable fee. Just 20% of everything, you know, it's very fair.
And it was like magical. This song came, and I learned the chords from a guy in Illinois. It was a guitar lesson, and my mother passed. They gave me a guitar. It was called the Songwriter or the Guitar Project. They give. Lonnie Knight had written a song on this guitar. You know, all these people, and then you're supposed to pass it on to the next person, and you sign your name. And this is the song I wrote. For obvious reasons, and that's Michael helped me record it. And then not only that, did he got his guy to play cello on it.
Yeah, I sang some ghostly backgrounds. Charlie used to say I was the best female singer in Stearns County.
Actually, my brother said, "Yeah, he sounds like Mom." And it was like, "You want to try it?" Yeah. It's a birth in reverse, some flowers in a hearse. All your earthly possessions mean nothing now. Back to the womb, out through the tube again. As my spiritual friend in my lyrical pen, that's where you'll be that's where you'll be. That's where you'll be. Always with me. This gallery of memories, my suitcase of songs. Through these able hands and heart, you sing along. You were always there for me, my biggest fan. I can feel you here, singing harmony again. That's where that's where you'll be. That's where you'll be. Always with me. We can go to Ireland, might even see Spain. With your angel on my shoulder, it won't cost me a thing. Though I share you with heaven, I know I will carry you with me wherever I go. That's where you'll be. That's where you'll be. That's where you'll be. Always with me.
So this is what a crazy. I write way too many songs. I try to find like probably more inspiration than is needed all the time. And I was sitting out in my yard one day and I was like, man, it's really awesome that I married somebody that like believes in me and supports what I wanted to do and has never really questioned or asked me to quit music. Like this is back in the times where I was just scraping to get by. Like was when I met my wife. And then rather than just being like, that's really nice, I had to go to the opposite, which is like, what if I married somebody that didn't believe in me at all, that just thought I was going to fail? And then I named that person. Her name is Lucille. This is the wrong person that I could have hypothetically married and would have made me give up music. And started getting really angry at this fictional person that doesn't even exist. And I was like, I'm going to write a song to Lucille, and that's what this became.
Well, hello, Lucille, with one on the way. I hope we can send her to college one day. But I keep writing songs that I can't give away, so I'll hang up this stupid guitar. I don't know why. Penguins have wings for those who can't fly. They're such cumbersome things. 'Cause you could be soaring, just stuck on the ground, with a constant reminder you never figured it out. Well, hello, Lucille, with one on the way. I hope we can send her to college one day. But I keep writing songs that I can't give away, so I'll hang up this stupid guitar. Okay, hello, Lucille, we got bills to pay for the house, for the car, for the love we have made. They'd even charge for the shovel to dig my own grave, so I'll hang up this stupid guitar. I don't know why poets write words in this binary world. They're just flightless birds. 'Cause we could be soaring, stuck all the way around. It's like I boarded an airplane but never got off the ground. Well, hello, Lucille, we got everything paid and got through the world's longest game of charades. If you want me to leave, then don't ask me to stay, but I'll come get that stupid guitar, okay? Never play at the Ryman or the Grand Ole Opry. Might never be someone you would pay money to see. So I'll move to some cabin where no one will be, and I'll play this old stupid guitar for me. Thank you. Just pays to get a little angry sometimes, you know?
You're a lucky man. You're married to Maddie. We see her more than we do Michael because she keeps her horse at our house. That's very true. Yeah. But I want to do a song about my family here. This is my grandfather started a bottling company in 1917 in Madison, Minnesota. Anybody from Madison? Right, cool. And Henry played the fiddle in his youth and put it away in the closet to make money. By 1932, he had a fleet of trucks and bought a brand new high production bottling machine in 1932, which my dad became a slave to. And it was going to be passed down to me, so I dodged that bullet. In 1981, we bottled our last case of pop with real cane sugar. I'd like you to sing along with this, you guys. Me and Michael recorded this one too. It's like pop bottle that'll do what? Pop bottle that'll do. 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 Go ahead. Do it. Grandpa Henry bought it new in 1932. It came out on a Milwaukee rail. She was built by Dixie and could do 700 cases in a day. Oh, the bottling machine, the bottling machine, the bottling machine. Our daddy made it run till 1981. Mixing syrup and carbonated water. Each slave all day until the run was done. Provided for his sons and daughters. The bottling machine, the bottling machine, the bottling machine. Well, I heard him whistle when it was running smooth. Yeah, but when it broke down, it put him in a bad mood. The bottling machine, pop bottle that'll do. Pop bottle that'll do. Pop bottle that'll do. Right, where's the trumpet guy? Dirty glass bottles that come out clean. Filled and capped and put in wooden cases. Try saying that 10 times. Trucked to other towns for many miles around. Putting smiles on the faces. A bottling machine. What? A bottling machine. A bottling machine. Well, competition shut her down. Plastic bottles were to blame. High fructose corn sugar, it don't taste the same. Not when you've been raised on pure cane from the bottling machine. Everybody, bottle, 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 bottle. Thank you.
So, I feel very fortunate because I get to make my living and I get to watch my kids grow. I got 3 kids. I got a 3-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 13-year-old. So I'm in the throes of it, you guys. I'm barely keeping it together. I'm lucky if I remember my guitar to a guitar gig these days, you know. But I have a lot of friends that have to go out on the road when the call comes in, and I'm able to make a living just primarily playing the Midwest and songwriting and doing studio work. So I feel very blessed, but I also empathize with those that have to, you know, travel in order to send money back home in order to provide. And so I wrote this song for all those folks out there. It's called Running Man. It goes like this.
Yeah, well, who can find home through all these doors? Touring basement couches and living room floors. On to the next town, to the next show. 'Cause I went and caught a dream and it won't let go. I've been trying to break into some boys' club where they got cigars and that dry rub. Yeah, I'd love to sing 'em all my songs to see what I got. I wanted to get older where the flowers hit the trees, where the lakes flow to the rivers, and the rivers blow a breeze. I'd raise a couple cats and I'll become an honest man. Instead I put in 100,000 miles on this van, 'cause I'm a running man. Sometimes it feels like I'm insane. I'm expecting different fruit from the same damn thing. But the sound of this band hitting that note takes this drowning man, it helps him float. Yeah, I wanted to get older where the flowers hit the trees, where the lakes flow to the rivers and the rivers blow a breeze. I'll raise a couple cats and I'll become an honest man. Instead I put in 100,000 miles on this van, 'cause I'm a running I'd love to sing you all my songs, 'cause when you sing along, it brings on something that I thought was gone. You turn the switch back on, Yeah, I wanted to get old where the flowers hit the trees, where the lakes flow to the rivers and the rivers blow a breeze. And I'll raise a couple kids, I'll become an honest man. Instead I put in 100,000 miles on this van, 'cause I'm a running man. I'm a running man. I'm a running man.
Give it up for DGS, everybody.
I'd like to bring up my friend Christina Seaborn. She's going to play on this next one. We're in a band together, and just about to have the 25-year-old band. It's called the Ring of Kerry, and I got the last show in Paramount Theater March 30th, and so it's been good dancers, and so it's been a great show, but it's finally coming to an end. And well, Christina joined the band right during the COVID shutdown. We had 20 gigs that just went away. Instead, we were kind of dealing with that, and I had learning songs. See, I gotta do this. There we go. So there's a blind harper from Ireland that's very famous. There's, in Dublin, they have a statue to Turlough Carolyn, and there's 215 melodies that have survived 300 years. And Christina and the rest of the band, they wanted me to learn this melody. It's called Shebeg Shamor, but I think lyrically, so I wrote this lyrics to the melody by finding out all I could about Turlough Carolyn and Wikipedia. So. My name is Turlough Carolyn, and I ride the King's Road. With my horse and my harp, I play as I go. I play my harp as I go. I play my harp as I go. Well, I lost my sight, but my life I would find when I learned to play my harp out to school for the blind. All the jigs and the reels and the air so fine. I lost my sight, found my life. I wrote a tune for a Lord and County lead from one day when I played at the wedding of his daughter for pay. And I packed up my harp and I was on my way. I wrote another tune on the road to Bray. 6 lovely daughters and 1 son I sired. When I took as my bride Miss Mary McGuire. Oh, and I never stopped, and I shall live on. Every time someone plays this song, and I never stopped, and I shall live on. Every time someone plays this song. My name is Turlough O'Carolyn, and I ride the King's Road. Christina Seaborn.
So this is a song, it's kind of a funny song. It's called Back to 95, and it's just about how I miss the days before smartphones took over our lives and we fill every silence with them, and your imagination could just kind of wander more. And I was just thinking about a lot of stuff that I liked more in 1995, so I wrote this song.
I got a confession. I've been losing all momentum. Just because it's easy, that don't make it better, better, better. I wanna dig my hands deep down in the dirt, take a walk along the street if I'm feeling dessert. All of this convenience, it just doesn't work for me. I wanna play with fire, let me get hurt. Can we take it back to 95, before we had this drama in our lives? We're just staring at the screen every day and night. I miss the rush of living in real life. Go get your DeLorean. Oh, I miss the summer. With you I never swipe left or right. Oh, snuck in your wind. No friend request. I just spent the night, and I had to walk right up to your locker and risk you saying, Ginger, don't bother. I know it all just makes me sound ancient, but sons and daughters, that shit was amazing. Can we take it back to 95, before we had this drama in our lives? We're staring at the screen every day and every night. I miss the Roger living in real life. Go get your DeLorean. Yo, what you got in that bag? Say candy, cigarettes, and a Playboy mag? Man, you used to have to work for that. Work for that. So wait for me, gotta dial up. You can't call my landline, cause it's all tied up in. Just bike over there and say, oh, 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 oh. But can we take it back to 95 before we had this drama in our life? Staring at the screen every day and every night. I miss the rush of living in real life. So go get your DeLorean. Thanks. DGS. It's just incredible, incredible.
I just figured out what his initials stand for. It's like his last name is Sutton. It's damn good. I'm watching him work his magic back there with his feet, and I'm going, oh, man, I wish I had a guy like that. But I've been lucky. I've been doing this all my life. I didn't get a day job like everybody wanted me to do. My wife has put up with a lot, and this is a song I wrote with a friend of mine on Valentine's Day. Tim Fast is his name, and he sent me the chord changes, and it was a prompt. It was a club we're in called the Songwriter's Prompt, you know, and the prompt was a picture of a bridge going over a hiking trail in northern Minnesota. So I was thinking about My Funny Valentine. And how my wife doesn't really like people much. And I don't know if she wanted me to advertise that fact of it. She has all the horses, and she just bought a cat that was like a Maine Coon, if everybody had seen one of those. It's like, yeah, so the cat is like, started out like that, now it's...
Yeah, they grow till they're 5 years old, and they just become these bobcats that live in your house and hopefully don't kill you. So far, so good.
You want to try singing on this?
I'll try.
She sings along with the radio, but only her cat can hear it. She's funny that way. Her heart's tender and frail, her hard as a hammer on a nail. She's funny that way. Sometimes skies are cloudy and gray, still the sun will shine our way. Through the storm, down the path to glory, across the bridge at the end of the story, with her I'll stay. it will be heaven. Cross that bridge on the other shore. She don't like people that much, still she wants my tender touch. She's funny that way. She don't care much for country or folk. She rocks like Gibraltar and she grins at a good joke. She's funny that way. Sometimes skies are cloudy and gray, still the sun will shine on me. Through the storm down a path to glory, across a bridge at the end of the story, with her I'll stay. She sings along with the radio, but only her cat can hear it. She's funny that way. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Michael.
So I have this neighbor that lives 2 houses down from me, and he, like, I put all my eggs in this music basket, so I know how to fix almost nothing at home. I'm almost completely useless. And so anytime something goes wrong in our house, he just comes over and, like, fixes it, and he never lets me pay him, and he never lets me do anything for him, and it's infuriating. So I feel very much in his debt. And so one day I was like, I'm going to write you a song, and you can't stop me. So I wrote him this song. It's just about being a good neighbor and how increasingly we don't know our neighbors as much as we once did, and how great it is when you feel like you have protection of somebody that cares about you where you live. It's called Sammy 2 Doors Down. It goes like this.
We used to drain that rainy day fund once or twice a year. Some electric thing or leaky pipe or broke down car repair. That was until we moved into another neighborhood. We didn't meet everybody there, but the ones we met were good. Some still believed in Jesus and we didn't call them fools. Some still believed in hard work and in following the rules. And I sure as hell would miss him if he left or weren't around, because life's a little better when you got Sammy 2 doors down. Lately I've been isolating, mostly shutting in. That man, he must have sensed it, 'cause he's calling me again. Says, brother, get yourself right over, let's golf in the garage. And even though we're terrible, we can talk about our problems. Like how the Vikings field goal kicker missed that one wide left. It helps us to remember all those stories we'd forget. And I sure as hell would miss him if he left or weren't around, because life's a little better when you got Sammy 2 doors down. So look out your windows, don't close up the blinds. It's nice to be with other people sometimes. Oh, and life's a little better when you got. Yeah, your life's a little better when you got. Yeah, well, life's a little better when you got someone 2 doors down. Like Sammy 2 doors down.
That's one I haven't heard. I was like, gosh, he's so good, isn't he? It's like, yeah. What a pleasure to stand up and swap songs with Michael. Yeah.
Likewise, Charlie.
And
Huge fan of you, buddy.
I'm going to do a song we recorded over in. See, I don't have any songs other than the one I wrote for my mom that you can actually buy on a CD, but they're out there. So how you know that you need to record another CD is that you never get to your old songs. This is not one of my old songs, but it's a song I decided to do about a small town of Canby, Minnesota. And to honor my friend Jerry Austinso, who passed away from ALS, which is a terrible way to go. But it took him a long time to finally check out. And I was in Canby with him one time, and he played this song, and the people of Canby just sort of yacked all the way through it. And I was just I could see Jerry's singing from his heart and practically crying out the lyrics. And the next time Jerry had already been hospitalized, and he was I told him, you better listen to this song. And then when I played that show again with my friend Matt Faulkner, and I have a song called Broken Ground that's real similar about Madison, and Highway 75 runs through both Highway 75 runs all the way from Winnipeg to Galveston, Texas. And if you're in Dallas, you'll run into Highway 75. Well, I grew up right on that road, and so did Jerry. And maybe DGS can handle this one. This is his in a key of E. Walking down the street in my little town, all those old buildings are just a little rundown. The hotels and the railroads, they're mostly gone to dust. I wonder, is it true what they say about the rest of us? All of my people, they're outside of town, underneath those Norway pines in my grave ground. I go out there sometimes and I read their names. I wonder, did they look like me? And did they feel the same about my little town? My little town. I sure miss that feeling sliding down Mrs. Myers Hill. She didn't like it all that much, but that was part of the thrill. My mama didn't like it either. In fact, the word she used was no, and I got the scars to prove I once flew all those years ago. Crossing my great-grandpa's house up on St. Olaf Street, there's a little Norwegian Lutheran church, that vesper bell so sweet. You could feel that ancient rhythm in the day they would atone and let every wayward child know it was time to go back home in my town, my little town. Oh, I guess I didn't fall too far from the nest to that white spot in the king of trails, a little bit east of west. That's my town,
my little town. That's my little town. Hey, that's my little town. Hey, that's my little town.
So I know there's already a song called Elvira, but it was a long time ago. So I'm thinking statute of limitations might have ran out on it. Maybe the world's ready for another song called Elvira. So that's what this is.
You left me wrapped in cellophane. You never even played with me, Elvira. Oh, in the closet right beneath the coats, behind the shoes, under some clothes, Elvira. Oh, and my heart won't let you go, Elvira. Oh, feel as brittle as my bones, Elvira. Oh, I'd ride across the plains, I'd sell my soul, I'd change my name for you, Elvira. Oh, what's wild can be tamed, you will be glad I'm not the same as you, Elvira. Oh, my bed is tangled up in thorns, I wish my heart was never born, Elvira. The darkness lasting all day long, I never even see the sun, Elvira. Oh, and my heart won't let you go, Elvira. Oh, feel as brittle as my bones, Elvira. Oh, I ride across the plains, I'd sell my soul, I'd change my name for you, Elvira. What's wild can be tamed, you will be glad I'm not the same as you, Elvira. Oh, and my heart won't let you go, Elvira. Oh, no, my heart won't let you go, Elvira. Oh, I ride across the plains, I'd sell my soul, I'd change my name for you, Elvira. What's wild can be tamed, you will be glad I'm not the same as you, Elvira.
We'll bring back Christina Seaborn to play on this one. She doesn't know that I remember she knows this one sort of, you know. We played a lot of shows together. I'd like to say that as of New Year's Eve, I'm 9 years of sobriety. Yeah. And it was not a, it was a matter of deciding that I didn't want to do that anymore and quit toxifying my bloodstream. But it sounds really not about me. It's about this little girl that I met at a festival. Her name was Serenity, and she had her face all painted up like the kids do. They were running around like, Mom used to say, wild Indians. They're running around like wild Indians, and then they're painted up with rainbows and stuff. And I asked her what her name is. She said her name is Serenity. Now, if you're a songwriter and you don't get your pen out, that's a missed opportunity. And there's always a song in everything you think about. But I was thinking about her dad, Paul, who was a friend of mine, who obviously named her that for a reason. And it was the prayer is a good one, accept the things you can't change. Well, how do you know if you can't change it? That's the tough part about that. So, but I changed that part, is I can change that. I know I can stop drinking. So, if you're trying, if I can do it, anybody can. Rainbow-faced painted child, having fun in the summer sun and running wild. She's got her mother's grace, her father's eyes, great big chocolate smile for a little while. Her daddy is a good man, he's a friend of mine, living one paycheck away from a cardboard sign. There's some things in his life that he can't change. Life in a bottle gets a little strange. And you asked her what her name is, and she says Serenity. And her daddy named her after a prayer. Well, he prayed that prayer this morning, made their camp at the music fair. I said, Serenity, my, that sure is a pretty name. You're walking on a shady side of a river of grief and tears you just can't hide from. And if the game of life has kicked your ass, your only comfort you find is over ice cubes in a glass. And you just might be the most negative person in the room. And all you know is loneliness and gloom. And you think they might be talking bad about you. So you start talking smack about them too. Now you're cursing at color, 'cause all you see is darkness in your world. Well, I hope you meet a rainbow-faced painted little girl. And if you asked her what her name is, she says Serenity. And if her daddy named her after a prayer, yeah, they prayed that prayer this morning, made their camp at the music fair. If you meet Serenity, please say hello from me. I think Serenity sure has a pretty name. Christina Seaborn.
So one of the great fortunes of my life has been being able to make music with such an unbelievable talent. Give it up one more time for DGS, everybody. And they do these loops that I stand next to. I still don't understand how they're possible. They're so calming. They're so huge. They make me want to be a better person. So I think it'd be a mistake not to let DGS do one of their loops tonight. So here we go. And that's all original, built sound by sound up here, just in real time. So cool.
You know, remind me of Jean-Luc Ponty. You know, it's like I got into Jean-Luc Ponty when I was in the Air Force back in the '70s, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do another one. It's kind of one of the rare ones you can buy out in the lobby. And this song has been real good to me. I wrote it when my granddaughter was 3. And now she just turned 19, you know. And this is called Grandpa's Little Girl. Well, that sure is a pretty flower. Not half as pretty as your smile. I wonder why they call them weeds. We could blow away those seeds. Watch them on the wind a while. Hey, what's that? It looks like you found a feather. I bet it's from a baby bird. Here's a little song we sing together. It's the sweetest one these ears have ever heard. Grandpa's little girl, Grandpa's little girl, with her hand around my finger, she's showing me the wonders of her world. Well, I bet you never seen a spider. It's a daddy long legs in the tree, and he's walking on his web. He's jumping on his bed. It's like he's got a little trampoline. We can watch the ants out in the sandbox, and I could push you on a swing made from a rope and tire. You say, let's go higher, and that's when you start giggling. Grandpa's little girl, Grandpa's little girl, with her hand around my finger, she's wrapping me around her little finger. She's showing me the wonders of her world. La, la. La, la. Well, he sure is a lucky man. You still have that pretty smile, and the church is full of flowers, and I recall those hours as I watch you walking down the aisle. You were Grandpa's little girl, Grandpa's little girl, with your hand around my finger, wrapping me around your little finger. Well, he'll put a golden band around your finger, and you wander off into his world. La, la. La, la.
Give it up for Sam Hudson back there making us sound good, you guys. Absolute legend. It's funny because when I first met Sam, he was running sound for us outside, and I'm just like, who's the really nice sound guy? There's so few really nice sound, and then you find out all that he's accomplished after the fact. So to know that he was just a kind person on the front of it just makes it all the more fun and to be so great at what he does. I used to win my wife over by playing acoustic guitar in the house, and that was before we had 3 kids and 3 animals and all these other things making noise and podcasts and so now it's like just another sound. And she's like, can you go play in the room maybe, you know? So if I get something past her to where she's like, what's that you're playing? I know it's something I got to finish. And this is one of those, I ended up writing it for her. It's called It's You. It goes like this.
Yeah, I've been to Paris, the one in Texas. There was no Eiffel Tower. I've been young and stupid, wide-eyed and foolish. I wasted too many hours. It's you, my heart is calling to. I wish I knew the whole dang time it was you. I've been to London, it left me wondering if I've been driving on the wrong side of the road. Ran out of reasons I could not even remember why I left home. It's you, my heart is calling to. I wish I knew the whole damn time. You'll never know what you need till you need it so bad that you can't live without it. And you'll never know what you had till you lose it, and then can't do nothing about it. It's you, my heart is calling to. I wish I knew the whole damn time it was you.
Man, she's so right. Man, that's a good song, isn't it? Like another one I haven't heard. I haven't seen Mike in a while. So I want to do a song. I'm just about to head to Texas where Corpus Christi Songwriters Festival. It's over Valentine's weekend. And once again, I was like, well, I got to go during, Bill says, we have fun. Wish I was going to the Gulf Coast, but I wanted to say something here about house concerts. And the only way I could make this tour work is that my friend decided I can fly in on a Wednesday and play their house. And the next day I play this dive bar called Pootie's in Spicewood. And then I head down to Corpus. And if you want a house concert, all you have to do is look Michael up or me and make the deal, Backyard parties, that's what keeps musicians from getting day jobs when you know we're not really good at anything else. True enough. But this is a Guy Clark song. I'm going down to Corpus is right next to Rockport, where Guy was from, and tells a good story. Passed by a pawn shop on the older part of town. Something caught my eye. So I stopped and I turned around and I went inside, and there I spied in the middle of it all. It was a beat up old guitar hanging on the wall. Hey, what do you want for that piece of junk? I asked that old man. Why, he just smiled and he took it down. He put it in my hand. He said, you tell me what it's worth. You're the one that wants it. Go on, tune it up, play a song, and let's just see what haunts it. So I hit a couple of chords in my old country way of strumming, and my fingers turned to lightning. I never seen it coming. It was like I always knew it. I just couldn't remember where I'd learned it. But it wasn't nothing but the truth. So I just reared back and burned it. So I lost all track of time. There was nothing I couldn't pick. Up and down that neck, I never missed a lick. That guitar almost played itself. There's nothing I couldn't do. I was getting hard to tell just who was playing who. When I finally put it down, I was scared half to death, and my hands are shaking, and my shirt was soaking wet. And that old man, he finally stood up. He said, where the hell have you been? We've been waiting all these years for you to stumble in. Then he got down an old dusty case. He said, go on, pack it up. You don't owe me nothing. But when he said good luck, there was something spooky in his voice. There was something strange in his face. And when he shut that lid, my name was on the case.
I love that one. That one is fantastic.
Thank you.
So I don't know if any of you have a relationship in your life where no matter what you do, it's just never going to be good enough for this person. Okay? And so I had this line in my head. I was just like, I wanted to, text this person in my family. I was like, I'm still waiting on my Superman suit. Like, I'm just going to be mortal. I'm just going to do the best I can. And until I become a superhero, I will never meet your expectations. And so I was like, I want to write a song about that. And so I wrote this song called Superman Suit. It goes like this.
say unpolitely. I was turning all my plans round. You stand by me, right inside my warm coat. Let the rain start, it's a hard one. If it's all the same to you, wish it could be like a movie where we only tell the truth. But I'm still waiting on my Superman suit. I came back home. I was searching for my bright eyes, but you can't let go. Digging up the past lies. But if you need a cup of coffee and to let me drift from you, well then I'll be just what you need. Some kind of blame sake for your mood. When the cold starts to feel like an expense, when the hard times replace your common sense, does the wind mess with someone else's plans? When you can't go home again, tell me, what do you need? Is there something I could do with a heartbeat, cup of coffee? Could I change it all for you? Oh, some night, gotta retry. I'm sorry for this view. Have some dopamine or a good dream. It could change it all for you. While I'm still waiting on my Superman suit.
I'm trying to gauge how many we got left here. We're only going to go right up to 9, but looks like we have a couple more. I got another wintertime song. This is, I don't know if anybody realizes how tough it is to make a living as a musician, and especially during the month of January and February. So I take some gigs sometimes that I really should say no to. And I knew this one was going to be bad because it was cold. And I was playing a sports bar in Waite Park, Minnesota. There was, I knew the crowd was going to leave, and so I said, let me start at 7, instead of 8. And by 9, everybody was gone except for me, the bartender, the waitress, and this crazy lady was dancing around to me. And I noticed the waitress is on her phone, you know, it's like just working her shift, you know, like I was doing. We're all trying to make that phone bill, you know. So this is called Julie the Waitress. Well, now Julie the Waitress, she's on until close. It's a slow night at the bar. There's some old guy singing his old country songs on the corner stage with his old guitar. And Juanita, she dances with herself again as the last table heads for the door. And the football game is on. Sound is turned down. Roth, the bartender, watches the score. Nothing out here is gilded in gold. Nothing is coated in chrome. Everyone here is just trying to get by. If you ain't getting by, then you're gone. Now Julie the waitress, she's lost in her phone, sipping coffee there at the bar stool. She has to be up by 6 a.m. to get her kids off to school. And then she heads to her other job, stacking shelves at Ron's grocery store, where what was just tips and minimum wage, that money don't go as far anymore. Nothing out here is gilded in gold. Nothing is coated in chrome. Everyone here is just trying to get by. If you ain't get by, then you're gone. Now the one-man band, he's packed up his van. Ross, the bartender, closes the till. She stacked the chairs, swept the floor and the stairs. Looks like Juanita has gotten her fill. Asleep there in the booth, Julie says, "Come on, Juanita, I'll give you a ride home again. You can come get your car tomorrow, 'cause tonight you could sure use a friend. Nothing out here is gilded in gold. Nothing is coated in chrome. Everyone here is just trying to get by. If you ain't getting by, then you're gone." Sing it. Nothing out here is gilded in gold. Nothing is coated in chrome. Everyone here is just trying to get by. If you ain't getting by, then you're gone.
Well, thank you for coming to this dueling songwriter and fiddle show. So you've been very patient as we played a lot of original songs tonight. I'm going to play you guys a little cover arrangement that DGS and I came up with. It goes like this.
You got a fast car, I got a plan to get us out of here. I've been working at a convenience store, trying to save just a little bit of money. We won't have to drive too far, cross the border and into the city. You and I can bucket ties, finally see what it means to be living. My old man has got a problem. Live with two bottles, that's the way it is. Saying body too old for work, body too young to look like it. So my mama went off and left him, and she wanted more than he could give. I said, somebody gotta take care of him. So I quit school, that's what I did. I remember when we died, driving in your car, speed so fast it felt like I was drunk. And city lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder. I had a feeling that I belong. I had a feeling I could be someone. I'm gonna be someone. Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds, and try to keep your heads up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fear. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wise. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stick together. All I know, is love will save the day. You got a fast car, I got a job that pays all our bills, and you stay out late at the bar. See more of your friends than you do your kids, and I don't suffer better it. Pray together somewhere we find I ain't got no plans to get going no. So take your fast car and keep on driving. Strong and city lights lay out before us. The rock felt nice wrapped around my shoulder, and I had a feeling that I belong. Oh, and I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. DGS, everybody. I'm Michael Shynes. Thank you so much. Give it up for Charlie Roth, everybody.
Hey, guys. Christina Seaborn over here. I was hoping you'd do that. I tell you what, thank you so much. I want to bring these guys out here, and I want to bring Christine up here. We're going to have twin fiddles on this one. Come on, Michael Shynes, DGS. It's a two-chord song. Everybody can sing.
Some harmony. Yeah.
Sing with us. I don't want to live in an angry world. I don't want to live in an angry world. everybody.
I don't want to live in an angry world. I don't want to live in an angry world. The red coats and the blue coats, they're getting ready for the war. Fastening their bayonets, sharpening swords, both out in the yard, waving flags and posting signs. And the rest of us are somewhere in the middle of the great divide. I don't want to live in an angry world. I don't want to live in an angry world. I don't want to live in an angry world. I don't want to live in an angry world. Polarized, paralyzed politicians on TV. Perhaps like NASCAR drivers, they should wear their Corbett patches on their sleeves. Caught in a daily drama of rhetoric and lies. A media feeding frenzy, pointing fingers at the other side. Sing it now. I don't want to live in an angry world. I don't want to live in an angry world. No, 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 no. I don't want to live in an angry world. I don't want to live in an angry world. Hey there, you, it's not good to get angry all the time. Might give yourself a heart attack towing that party line. 'Cause the far left and the far right have both gone so far wrong. Maybe if we learn to meet in the middle, we just might get along. Yep. I don't want to live in an angry world. I don't want to live in an angry world. No. I don't want to live in an angry world. I don't want to live in an angry world. Help us out now, everybody singing. I don't want to live in an angry world. I don't want to live in an angry world.
One more time, let's hear you. Off the mic. God bless you, everybody. Thank you. John Estrom, we love you.
Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Sam Hudson over Christina Seaborn, EGS, Michael Shynes.
Charlie Roth, everybody. Have a great night.